Hello everybody, this is going to be a new topics of discussion video, and today we're going to be speaking about a topic which often a lot of people make this mistake with, okay? So this goes for everyone, not just beginners, it goes for intermediate and advanced, and that's taking weightlifting and bodybuilding way too seriously. And I mean, I'm all up for being consistent with it and putting in the time and effort and being hard working, but when it gets to a point which it doesn't help you in your actual life, I don't feel that you're actually doing it to the extent, or you're doing it right, okay? You're not doing it as correct as you should be doing. For instance, a lot of people start weightlifting and they're like, I don't have time for my friends, my social media life is gonna slack. Like on your social media, you're not gonna be able to update or speak to anyone. That your actual social life's gonna slack. Your friends and family, for instance, your family, okay, you're not gonna start. You're gonna stop speaking to them because you're so focused on this one goal. And in the truth of this situation, should I say, is that you don't need to put all that time and effort in that. I mean, there's 16 hours in a day, okay, and you're eating 4 to 5 meals, okay, and you're going to the gym for say 2 hours, okay. Right, you've got 2 hours out of your day for that, and then you've got to eat, okay, which probably takes about 10-20 minutes tops for each meal. So say you take out 3-4 hours of your day for all of that. Well, you've got 16 hours of your day, minus 4, okay? That gives you 12 hours, okay? You've got 12 hours awake doing whatever you want kind of thing. Because obviously if you have 8 hours, you're sleeping. Or so you should be. So you've got 12 hours, and then say you go to work for 8 hours, you've still got another 4 hours for that social life to work. So I don't understand why people let their whole life in general slack. I mean, the gym should benefit your life. Once you get to that point where it's not benefiting you, you're not doing it right. That's what I believe, okay? Because don't get me wrong, I've made this mistake as well. I've been into the gym and I've been like, gym's my life and this is all I do. And I haven't got like any friends outside of the gym, and I haven't got, do you know what I mean, relationship slack and relationships with your family slack, all of it. And your schoolwork starts going downhill slightly. And this is something which I often get asked as well, how do you manage it? It's like time management. I just feel too many people make out as if they got so much time in the day being used for something, when in actual reality they're sitting there on their sofa watching the football match or playing their PS3, PS4, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I just think so many times in the day people just waste their time, okay? They don't actually use it effectively and to the standard which they should. Because people say, how do I have time like to do these videos? One, I'm on the summer holiday break anyway, so I've got so much free time spare, so I'm not going to waste it. I'm putting all my effort into making this YouTube work. But secondly, when I go back to sixth form and that, I'll be putting in my hours at sixth form. I'll be going to the gym, recording my videos, and I'll be doing these videos as well. And I'll be uploading, I'll be editing, because there's so much time in the day which you waste. And I've noticed this myself. This is why I've set up this YouTube as well, because I noticed I do have time for it. And I think it's a great opportunity to obviously take for first of all. But yeah, going back to the main topic of discussion, should I say, is the gym should benefit your life, okay? Because, and how, you may say actually, how will it benefit your life? And by getting fitter and stronger, it should just allow you to have a better day-to-day life. You should be able to move around easier. You should be able to go out and see your friends and take part in activities and, do you know what I mean, just help out everyone around you kind of thing. And the same applies for obviously doing sports. You should be a lot fitter to do them sports, but when you're a parent and you're a dad or whatever and you have your children, you should be able to, well, play with your children a lot better because you're so much fitter. You should be able to run around after them and play with them. How many times do you go to the park or whatever and you see these dads, lame ass dads, sitting there on the bench just, that's it, kids doing everything. They don't even play with them, okay? They don't even give them no attention in their life, and they wonder why their kids, do you know what I mean, sometimes are unhappy. I mean, I just believe in being a lot fitter in your day-to-day life, because that way it's going to allow you to obviously have a better life. So the gym should benefit you, it shouldn't make it worse. When it starts getting to that point where the gym is everything, I think it just gets lame and I think it just gets boring. I mean, if that's all you care about in your life, just going to the gym, I mean, it's pretty pointless. Because I know what you lot are on about. It's like, I understand the feeling of, oh, if I don't go to the gym, I feel bad and all this, and without the gym, it's a bit boring in my day. I understand that, okay? But that shouldn't be your only thing you focus around in that day. I mean, you should try and make relationships with people and start having friends and speaking and enjoying your life, because so many people often get caught up in this misconception and idea of thinking the harder I work and the more time I put into this and that, I'm going to get a better life out of it. And the thing is, you may do that, but you may grow old and end up being with all this money but on your own. And the truth to the actual reality is, money doesn't buy happiness. I mean, yeah, give me £1 million, I'll be happy as hell. But at the end of the day, there comes a point in your life where if you have all this money and you're not meeting no one, and you haven't, that money's only for you, then it's going to get boring. I mean, what's the point in always going to the gym and getting a good body if you can't share it with someone, or if you're always going there? Because this channel is tailored around teenage bodybuilding, okay? So a lot of people watching this should be, and probably are, teenagers, okay? I'm not saying you should be, actually. I'm just saying that's what it's kind of based around. So if you are a teenager and you're watching this, don't ever take the gym to that extent of like, gym is my life. I mean, because I've done it, my mates have seen me do it, and it's just not good. I mean, you get to that point where you're constantly walking around with your sleeves rolled up to your shoulders and you're constantly tensing and you're always trying to show off your abs and everything, and it's just pointless. I mean, because your whole life revolves around this one thing and it's dictated by what you do in the gym. And when that day comes and you just thinking, oh, I can't bother to go to the gym that day, your whole life is just like, oh, I give up. And this is what I find really bad, because people take things nowadays to the extreme. I mean, this happens with football, which is soccer for those who are Americans. They do it with like gaming and listening even to music. People take things to such an extreme nowadays, and I don't understand why. Why can't you just have everything in moderation? I mean, yeah, be serious about what you do and make sure you're working hard in your day. I understand that. But why don't you just allow your life to actually be benefited from what you're doing? And this is just something that I feel I needed to speak about, because I see so many people do it nowadays. They come into the gym and they get so into it, and they're mentally so there. They're like, this is what I'm putting all my effort into. And then before you know it, after a month or two of them training, they're so burnt out mentally. Their CNS or whatever isn't burnt out, but their brain is. They're so out of energy. And the reason as to why they are is because they've just invested too much time in one thing. When you start off, you want to take it slow. You want to gradually build up into it. But never let it get to that point where you're just like, this is my life. Unless you actually aim to compete in bodybuilding for a living, and that's what you make your money in, which I don't advise people to do, because there's not a lot of money actually in bodybuilding. But if that is your main aim and you want to be like, say, Mr. Olympia standard, then yeah, fair enough, putting all your time and effort into that. I understand that point of view. But if you aim to, do a men's physique show one day, or just to look good for some girls or look good for yourself, there's no point putting all that time of the day into that. Just one thing. And as I said anyway, most of you will find that you have so much time left over and spare time, but you're going to say, no, I don't. Like another thing which doesn't necessarily bother me, but it just gets on my nerves sometimes when people say, I don't have enough time for the gym. Everybody has enough time for the gym, okay? Unless you're literally busy for them 16 hours in your day, which then you could just say sacrifice some of the hours which you sleep. Take 2 hours of that, sleep 6-7 hours each day instead, go to the gym. I mean, in my eyes, there's no excuse for not going to the gym. I mean, if it's something you want to do, you'll do it. It's like anything in life. You need to eat, you find the time to eat. Well, try apply that principle to the gym. You need to go to the gym and find the time. It's not difficult, but you've got to do it. I mean, too many people, as I said, just like to make excuses nowadays. That is the thing. Too many people do make excuses in day-to-day life. I'm not here because of this, and I haven't made it because of this. It's like, man up and take responsibility of the situation you're placed in, okay? If you're not where you want to be, that should be motivation alone to build up that spark in your body and go ahead and go for your goals. I mean, yeah, there's days when obviously I don't want to go to the gym sometimes, but I look forward to my goals and I'm thinking this is what I want to do. Same with schoolwork. Oh, I don't want to do it. I can't be bothered to revise. But then I think, well, if I don't revise, I'm not going to pass, and if I don't pass, it could really make my future crappy. So I'm going to put in all the work and time and effort to do this. But I'm still going to allow time on the side to do other things to make my social life work. And this is something I've been doing more often, like lately. I've been doing it more lately because I'll admit it did get to that point where gym was everything kind of thing, and my life was starting to slack, and I thought, right, it's time for a change. And I've been doing this more often, and as I've been doing it, it's opened my eyes, and I'm feeling like so much better in myself, and it's just something that too many people don't do, okay? They just revolve their whole life around one thing, and it's just, I think it's pointless in all honesty if that's all you're doing. If you're revolving all your life around that one thing, it will get too much, and sometimes you will end up just quitting. That thing that you had such huge passion for, you end up quitting. So yeah, the moral of this kind of like story or topics of discussion, whatever, is just don't take things just don't take it so seriously, okay? Do it in moderation, but put all your time, well, not all your time obviously, put a lot of time and effort into that one thing, but allow time and effort for other things as well, okay? At the end of the day, if it doesn't benefit your life, you shouldn't be doing it. And that's how I feel, okay? That is what I believe, that is what I actually think about the situation, and I make sure the gym benefits my life, and I make sure everything I do in my life is going to benefit me in one way or another. Have fun with your life, and just enjoy it, because while we're still on this topic, a lot of people don't go out to parties or whatever, or have a little laugh. I mean, it don't mean you got to get drunk to go to parties or anything, that's not what I'm saying, but they stop meeting up with friends and stop going out places just because they're like, oh no, I love the fitness lifestyle. Well, you're not really living a fitness lifestyle, are you, if all you do is go to the gym and that's it? I mean, to be fit, it should be more than just going to the gym. It should be other things, and you should be enjoying your life. So that's just what I believe, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think, because it'd be quite nice actually to know what other people think about this topic. And yeah, just don't take it so far and to the extent of you not having a life. That's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you liked it. Yeah, if any of you did like this video, make sure you do say so, because that really does help me out, okay, a lot. Like, if you like these videos, make sure to say, because then I know what to actually record and edit and, do you know what I mean, just produce and give it to you guys. Because this is obviously a new channel just starting up, so I need to know what people want to watch. And like, I like making these workout videos, but I also like doing these type of videos, like me one-on-one speaking with a camera. So if you liked it, yeah, feel free to obviously say so. And if you've got any suggestions on what I should do a video about and these topics of discussions, feel free to say as well. And yeah, please subscribe, help the channel grow. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys in the next one.